Christmas and welcome back to the Tequila's Tap House, another episode of the Average Joe Beer Connoisseur. You're probably thinking, wow, you're cranking out videos because you just posted one yesterday. That is correct, but today is a little special. It's Christmas. We have probably two of the best beers that I have in the house right now. I have a fat dog. If you didn't just hear him, you hear him heavy breathing.
He's ready. All right.
So we're going to start with him.
So here's Moose's little stocking. Of course, M for Moose. We're going to give him one of these little treats out of there to hold him over until we do his advent calendar in a little bit. So here you go, buddy. This one is ham and cheese flavored foam. All right, there you go. You eat that while we do the rest of our show.
Oh. So first up today, we have Midnight Eagle, and it's a collaboration between Wellworks Brewing Company and Horace Aged Ales. Jensen, thank you so much for sending me this. I'm super pumped about it. I hope you like the beers that I offered you in return. So Wellworks Brewing Company won the best brewery at Great American Beer Fest this year. They won the most medals. They had the most check-ins. They were like #1. Horace Aged Ales is probably a top-ranked brewery in the country right now. They're just killing it. Everything they produce is fantastic. They specialize in aged beers. So these two powerhouses got together to make this beer. But this beer was actually brewed in 2017, but it wasn't released till now. So what they did is they brewed this beer, but because it was so big, so heavy, so rich, coming in at 15.3%, they decided they were going to age it. So they started aging it in rye whiskey barrels, then in a brandy, then in a bourbon, and 2 years later, they finally think it's done and ready to go. But they weren't done yet. So then they hand-selected Ethiopian coffee that is rare and hard to get, and they aged it on top of that. And because the flavor was so complex and so profiled, then they added Madagascar beans, which are like the most expensive vanilla beans you can buy, and they aged it on that as well. So they just put so much time, so much effort. They just smacked this beer with so much stuff. The flavor profiles are going to be insane. You might get caramelized honey, you might get dark chocolate, you might get tofu, you might taste sugar cookie. You're going to taste the sweetness and creaminess of a vanilla Madagascar beans. I'm just overly excited. So Wellworks is in Greenlee, Colorado. Horace Aged Ales is in Oceanside, California. Came together to produce this magical monster. And I've been waiting to try this for a long time.
Getting thirsty, so here we go.
Wow.
It's thick.
Yeah, that's the Madagascar beans, and that's that base stout. That's why they aged it for so long. So 15.3% drinkability. This is easy to drink. Like, it's very heavy and very thick. It's kind of like tasting like a full-fat chocolate milk. You know, it's not like the 1% chocolate. It's a full mouthful of full-fat chocolate milk. It's very interesting taste for style. Because there's a lot of complex flavors in there. You get a lot of different stuff each time that I tasted it, and how long I let it sit on my tongue and different things. There's a lot of stuff in there. It's very unique. I do get the toffee in there a lot. I do get a little bit of chocolate, and caramel's pretty sweet. And I get the fullness and the creaminess of the vanilla. And then on the back end, I do even taste like a little bit of a sugar cookie from the coffee. It's very, very unique, very interesting. Big fan. It was aged in all those barrels, and I don't taste each barrel in it, but I think that's perfectly okay with the complex flavors that it already has. We let it warm up a little bit. I really just want to keep drinking it. Full pour. Hands down. Fantastic.
Yeah, so as he said, obviously two of the arguably top breweries in the country got together, so sat for 2 years in 3 different barrels, so it is coming in pretty thick. It's like kind of just sitting on my tongue. There's just like so much fullness there. It
hangs out.
Yeah, but it's good. It's not like, you know, burning or anything. I do kind of, I get a little bit of the bourbon. Not bad at all though, like very, very mellow. And then as he said, kind of getting that toffee, caramel, chocolatey taste to it. So really, really good. Smooth drinking for coming in at what? 15.3%. Very, very smooth. Wow. You could easily just drink this all day, and you would obviously get drunk. So I think, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with a full pour as well. I could drink so much of this. It's delicious.
I'm upset we only have 1 bottle.
Yeah. May have to try and get another one, right?
But this second beer is also supposed to be fantastic.
Yeah, so what we got here is Fremont Brewing Company coming out of Seattle, Washington. They pump out some good stuff as well. This one is a 2016 version of their Winter Ale. So this is bourbon barrel aged actually in American oak whiskey barrels. So it's also brewed with cold brew coffee and cinnamon bark. So you should get a lot of that cinnamon kind of flavor, again, coffee flavor with it. It is the #1 barrel-aged winter ale, winter warmer in the world. And it is actually coming in at a 4.84 according to Devore's rating, which is extremely high, out of 5.
It's one of the highest they've ever had.
So it's crazy high. 14% this one's coming in at. So we'll go ahead and give this a try. It is actually called Bee-Bomb. I think I forgot to mention that. These are new glasses for my aunt, so thank you for those. Creamy. So I'm kind of getting that, I am tasting that oak taste of those whiskey barrels. Very good, very smooth, really creamy. So these glasses are nucleated on the bottom. So what it's supposed to do is continue to have that head for you as you drink the beer, which is awesome because I'm getting that kind of foamy, creamy taste from the beer. That also might be some of that cold brew coffee as well. And I do get that cinnamon bark flavor. So overall, really great. Drinkability, very smooth again for 14%. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one another full pour.
Yeah. So this brewery, as she said, this is the #1 barrel-aged winter warmer in the world. And what I think is fascinating about winter warmers is I've seen winter warmers that are very similar to stouts like this one, but they have a very complex malt profile, so it's very similar to wee heavies. You know, so it's very interesting because they're kind of like a stout, but they're also kind of like wee heavy. Probably normally they lean more towards Scottish ale, but this one actually kind of pours like a stout.
Yeah, it's an interesting mixture there.
So I'm a big fan of winter warmers. I was really pumped to try this one. And thanks, Ginger, for these glasses. You've been trying to get me one of these. If we would have had an IPA that's supposed to have a retention of the head on it, these glasses actually keep the head on there the whole time.
And they really bring out the flavor, the aromatics of it. So
right. So it was fantastic, really good. I get the cinnamon, I get the coffee, has a winter warmer taste to it. Drinkability 14%. You can chug it, really. You know, I'm not going to because I'm going to cherish it. It's really, really good. Full pour. I could go into a lot more detail about it, but our dog is getting anxious. What is that?
So I decided since you guys have had Taylor's recommendations of the week. We haven't done one in a long time, obviously, since I've been on the show. So I wanted to go ahead and give you this little stocking for Christmas and give it to you on the show for Taylor's recommendation of the week.
I swear to God, if you ice me, you're never coming back on this.
Go ahead and open it. Go ahead, open it. You've just been iced. It's a new one though, you can check it in.
Oh my God. You put 2 cups in here, do you want to have?
Yeah, I can share it with you, it's okay. Christmas.
This is the last time you're on the show.
And Moose got a new collar, so he actually has a bottle opener on there, so we're going to go ahead and try that bad boy out and see how it goes. I don't think he's going to like it too much, but probably can't see there in the crowd.
It's a twist.
Oh, there we go, okay. Twist off. Cool.
Oh yeah, these things are my favorite.
These are going to taste real good after all these heavy hitter,
right?
Delicious stouts. Yeah, you can take more, it's fine. Give most of it for you.
I didn't pour that too well. This is a triple black ice Smirnoff crisp lime taste malt beverage, 4.5%. Let me take a.
Go ahead and give you a little more.
I don't want it.
I hate that.
I'm gonna taste it real quick. It's not bad. It's really, really sweet. Very
refreshing.
crisp.
A little lime.
It's definitely a big change up to all the beers that we've had recently.
It's like water, pretty much, and it's just a rinse in between.
Yeah, it's going to be a palate cleanser before we go and drink these again.
Cheers.
Yeah, thanks. Merry Christmas. Oh, man. That actually wasn't as bad as the spiked ones
that we've had. And it's only a single bottle instead of a 16-ounce. You're welcome.
It wasn't too bad compared to those spikes. So, Merry Christmas. I did realize that there was a video that I shot a while ago that I did not add to any of the other videos. So I'll put it on the end of this one. But that's it. That wraps up the Bomber Advent Calendar Christmas. And Moose will have one more TREAT here in a second that you can watch. But make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and on Tap, because that is where you're going to get most of your stuff. I only need 9 more subscribers.
All right, guys, just go ahead and click the subscribe button.
Share this with everybody. Just like create a Facebook Messenger and just share it with everybody in your Facebook. That would be cool. But I only need 9 more to get my custom URL.
Okay.
You hear Tubby, so here we go. But thanks again for watching. Have a Merry Christmas. We don't have any flights today, but these beers are definitely what's calling to be happy. Cheers. There you go, buddy.
Hold on. Are you on?
Yeah.
Okay. You stuck your nose in this before, and it's hard to open. Here we go. Sit. That one was chewy, huh? Yeah, that's good. He approves.
He's fat. We have something extremely special for you. And the reason I say that is because we have a bonus beer. That is this one. This is actually not playing part of our Bomber Advent calendar. But we picked it up in Nashville, and we're excited about it, so we wanted to drink it. We have Cafe Boris today. It's part of the Bomber Advent calendar from Hop and Frog. Hop and Frog is fantastic. We have been there twice. 3, 4.
Yeah.
2 to 4 times. It seems a little blurry in there every time we're inaccurate, and we'll see what happens. But they always seem to win one of the best breweries in the world every year. You know, top 100. They also win top breweries of Ohio every year. Problem with Hop and Frog is they normally only sell in bombers. So if you're not into a bomber, you're not going to actually get to try them. But they do distribute bombers all over the state. So even out here in Cincinnati.
Some of the bombers that you can get, though. That Spice Bomber, they tell you, you literally have to sign a waiver to drink this bomber. Actually, they only give you a sample of it. You sign the waiver. It burns your mouth. Like,
so there's a beer
people come to buy it just to make chili with it. Like, to put a drop of it in their chili.
So there's a beer called 5 Alarm that they make in what's like Carolina Reapers, other ghost peppers, and things along those lines. And when you show up there and you ask to have a pint of it, they're like, we're going to give you a taste.
So, like, you don't want a pint.
Yeah. No, and then they do sell bombers of it, but every time we've been there, they've only had it once. So it's very limited, very special. They don't make it very often, but when they have it and they get it, people that cook and they cook with beer, they show up and get it because it adds a lot of heat.
It has a lot of heat and flavor, but like it simmers out a little bit, so It's not as strong.
It's fantastic. I will talk more about Hop and Frog here in a second. You hear
Chewbacca.
how exciting he is. So go ahead and why don't you just give him this one right here.
25.
It's a big one. He's really excited. Oh my God.
Oh, this is the winner. Sit.
It's like
winner chicken dinner. Here you go. Oh, he's gonna go take that one away. So.
I didn't know it was gonna be that good, or we would actually focus in on him.
It was a beef stick. He was pretty pumped for it.
I thought it was just gonna be one of his regulars, but so I apologize to all of you that watch this for Moose because he is thrilled. If we get through this and he still has some left, I'll zoom in on it.
He probably won't, though. Don't get too excited.
We bought a bone for him the other day that was supposed to be a chewer's toy. So it was like a treat that he could eat, but it was supposed to be something that you could chew on that lasted like a week, 2 weeks, something like that.
He just ate all 3 of them today.
We bought more than one, he ate them. So anyway, Hop and Frog, fantastic place. This is Cafe Boris. So Boris, they make Taurus. Like, it is their oatmeal stout variant, and it's one of the best in the world. They've won a couple gold medals. I think last year we had a couple gold medal winners from them.
They have a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and it's all the Boris region. So it's an oatmeal stout. It's an imperial oatmeal stout. I'm just gonna try it because it sounds fantastic.
Cheers.
So this beer is an oatmeal stout, aged on like different coffee beans, espresso beans, different things along those lines. It comes in at 9.4%. So,
no.
Right? So this beer, drinkability wise, so start with a rating. Drinkability wise, 9.4%. You can't tell. You can chug this beer like you would chug like a Pabst, a Miller Lite, anything like that. It's super light, super thin, and it's very easy drinking. However, taste for style, it hits you with that oatmeal style taste. You know, like it's got a little bit more of a mouthfeel. It tastes oaty, and then it hits you with the coffee. It's like breakfast in a glass. Now, I had a problem early on in the show because I did a lot of beers that you could drink with breakfast, and my mom was like, "You should really stop doing that. It sounds like you're an alcoholic." So I stopped having beers that you can drink for breakfast. This beer you can easily drink for breakfast. It is fantastic. Super good. My final overall rating, I'm honestly going to give it a 3/4 pour, just because of the mouthfeel on it. I'm a big fan of the beer. I love the flavors that it brings. There's a lot of stuff going on. I just want it to be a little bit heavier, a little bit thicker. That's what she said. I just want to be a little. That's that's what I wish. That's a new one.
That's what he wants for Christmas, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. But anyway. But yeah,
Moving on.
So like it could be a little bit thicker, a little bit fuller, but I still really love it. It's a great, fantastic beer. So, taste for style, I give it. It's one of the best coffee Boris's, but coffee oatmeal stouts.
So it's already back, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, you're not getting to see that. It's one of the best coffee oatmeal stouts that I've had. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only giving it a 3/4, not a full quarter, just because of that lack of mouthfeel that I have.
I mean, yeah, I can understand where he's coming from with the lack of mouthfeel, but...
Yeah, you understand. You've been there.
Anyway, so yeah, taste through style, obviously Cafe Boris, cafe, you understand that it's going to be coffee, going to be that stout flavor, the roastiness. Drinkability, pretty drinkable. It's definitely heavier. It's like really roasty. So if you're not really into coffee, you're probably not gonna like it. To be honest, again, breakfast. If you like breakfast beers, if you like coffee, you're really gonna like this one. It doesn't taste as much as beer as it does like coffee roasty. Like literally, you could drink this in the morning for your breakfast, and it's coming in 9.4%. So yeah, it'll get you drunk.
It prepares you perfectly for your day of work.
Yeah. if you want to drink it for work, I guess you could, but just put it in your coffee mug, nobody will know. They'll look like a black coffee. But
and it actually smells like it too.
Yeah, it's very roasty. It tastes like black coffee, honestly. If you like coffee, you're good. The dog's doing something weird over here. If you hear him, he's rubbing his nose on the ground. But anyway, so I'm gonna give this a full pour. I like that it tastes a lot like coffee. It's very strong. Not super thick like you said, but I like my beers,
A little bit thinner.
Medium.
I thought for that.
Alright, anyway, so moving on.
Bonus beer. This is not
bonus
expected.
beer. So, alright buddy, stop swimming.
He listened. He never listened.
He likes to swim and move his arms on the ground or his legs, and you can hear him over there, but he stopped for a little bit, so we'll see how long that lasts. So this is from Crafty Bastard Brewing. This is from Knoxville, Tennessee. Loved Knoxville. We had a lot of fun there. It was a pretty cool town, kind of old school feel, had the brick buildings and everything.
Go Volunteers.
So this one is a Hawaiian barbecue pale ale, so it's supposed to taste kind of smoky almost. It's supposed to taste like according to the brewery, you're biting into a pineapple.
A roasted pineapple, right? Like it was on the grill.
Right, so you grilled a pineapple, flipped it over, bit into it. It's supposed to taste juicy, it's supposed to taste smoky, roasted, so we will see.
It's definitely smokier than I thought it was
Yeah,
going to
so-
be. Especially for the color. I mean, that's fantastic.
So very, light color. Coming in at 7%, about a 3.7 on Untapped. Pretty low check-ins. So it's kind of one of their beers that you're not going to get a lot unless you go to the brewery. Pineapple, not tasting, like really at all. Smokiness, yes. I don't normally like smoked beers, but this is a very good like smoke to roastiness ratio that I really like. So taste for style, it's supposed to taste like pineapple, Hawaiian. I'm not really getting
Smoked
that. Right.
pineapple.
So smoked, so barbecued pineapple. Getting the smoked and barbecue a lot. Great taste. Pineapple, not so much. So taste for style, I'm gonna give it like an average. Haven't had a lot of beers that taste like pineapple though, so I think it's kind of a hard flavor to hit. Will it get you drunk? I mean, it's coming in at 7%, probably. I don't know if you're gonna want to drink a lot of it because it's a lot of smoke flavor up front. And then Well, it gets you drunk. I mean, if you drink enough of it, again, I don't think you're going to drink a ton of it. But I'm probably going to give this a half pour. I'm not going to want to drink a ton of it. I like the smokiness. Like I said, this is probably my favorite smoked beer, but I don't get the pineapple. I'm kind of upset about that. So.
Wow. This is probably the biggest differential we have had on a beer yet. So, drinkability at 7%, super easy. Craftsmanship on the label also gives it a full pour there. That's fantastic.
The label is cool. The brewery is pretty cool. It's very eclectic.
So this beer, what they were shooting for was a smoked pale ale. And they were adding hops to it. They were hoping to bring out a tropical pineapple taste. So they didn't add any pineapple to it. They didn't do anything that would create actual pineapple distinctive flavors to it. But the hops that they used guaranteed and promised pineapple, and that is where they swung and missed. So drinkability at 7%, and for how smoky it is, it's actually very easy to drink, I think.
Oh, I think it's easy to drink.
Super easy to drink. 7%. I can chug this Crowler without a problem. Honestly, like, you can probably finish these Cafe Borzes, which are fantastic, and I'll take this beer for you. That's not a problem. Taste for style, I get what, the problem is it's supposed to taste like pineapple. The hops that they use have a lot of pineapple profile, but they didn't add any pineapple to it, so I'm not overly upset about the whole pineapple thing. But it is smoky. However, I'm very intrigued about how smoky it is without using a lot of like heavy smoked malts, because the color on it is very light. It's kind of hazy, but it's not like a darker smoked beer would be, because normally when you smoke malt, it turns into a darker rose color, but it's very smoky for this style of beer. So that is actually very impressive to me. When I drink it, I see why you don't like it, because you don't like smoked beers. So when you taste this, all you get is smoke. Like, it is smoke up front, but it's not heavy smoke. It's just like the back end smoke. It's smoke with a very pale ale taste on the back end. And if you're expecting more of a fruity, more of a tropical flavor like that Hawaiian, you're not getting it.
The name's Hawaiian. I was really expecting that Hawaiian straightforward.
So this was the last Crowler at Crafty Bastard. She picked it because she loves pineapple. She wanted to have that pineapple
and he
taste.
loves smoke, so it was like smoke. A good...
It is perfect, and we were like, oh my god, this sounds fantastic. Like, it is literally like what we were doing in the summertime in our backyard. So, if I'm going taste for style, okay, Tubby, you're done. You're not getting another one. If I'm going taste for style, I'm with you. It's a half pour. Hands down. Like, there's no pineapple, there's no tropical fruit. Like, the pale ale is barely there, and it's all smoke. However, I love smoked beers. I love smoke flavor. This is an easy drinking smoke beer. So I'm going full pour, just because I am a major fan of how they were able to find a way to make smoked malts, create a smoked beer around a pale ale. Now, if I'm rating it, like I said, around pineapple, it's not there. Pineapple's not. If you're drinking this beer for tropical pineapple fruit, because that's what they promise, yeah,
don't expect that.
She's right. It's not there.
Now, if you want a smoked beer, it's an awesome smoked beer. Right. I agree with that 100%.
And that's why I'm going with what I'm going with, because this rating is based on how much I want to drink of it. And it's, to me, is very good because I love smoke shit. Like, it's just very tasty. So, very good smoke beer, very good pale ale. But it's not pineapple, it's not tropical, it's not fruity, it's not Hawaiian. So, taste for style, okay, Tubby, you relax. So, taste for style, it's not there. However, I'm a big fan of the beer. She doesn't like smoked beer, so she is not. So, take this as a lesson going forward. If you're not a fan of smoked beers, no matter how delicious they sound when they describe them to you, don't try it, because you're not going to like it. If you like that kind of smoky flavor of things, if you like barbecues, if you like that kind of thing, give it a try and we'll see what happens. So, okay, Moose, you already had yours, you're done. We're going to have to take this upstairs because this guy clearly needs a treat because he's fat. All right, cheers.
Merry Christmas.